I'm going to butcher this name, but we're going for it.
Good.
Anatniuk Liba wants to know, hey, Dogg, how is it that Vince can be extra particular about not using certain words, but then couldn't care less about Wrestler A using Wrestler B's finisher as a transition move?
Well, so here's the thing, is you always hear the extreme ends of each spectrum. So Vince will write promos for people, and by the way, it's storming like crazy here, so that's thunder you hear in my headsets or in my microphone. But Vince, with some people, he knows if they can cut a promo or not, and he will be very lenient with them and very open to their suggestions and so forth. But people he doesn't trust or doesn't know that he can trust them yet, he writes their promo for him. I don't think that's that big a deal. He doesn't write it for him. He writes it with them and with a writer. You know what I mean? But sometimes you have to say things verbatim because that's the message he wants transferred.
So I think they're then getting into why are we seeing this? So if he cares so much about that, which is acceptable, why do we then feel like he doesn't care that we're just getting the repeats in the ring?
So yeah, to be quite honest with you, I don't think he has a whole lot of control over that. He can surely say, don't do that, that's so-and-so's finish. And we used to say that a lot. Now I think when you see people using other people's stuff, a lot of the times, if it's a finish, it's because we're going to work with each other soon, and so I hit your finish, or if we do something, I hit your finish and you kick out of mine, or whatever. So I think you're seeing a lot of people duplicate that. But look, I think what this guy's talking about is probably like RK Bro, and all of a sudden Riddle's doing RKOs everywhere, and you see doing the stunner, Kevin Owens doing the stunner. Look, I think it's all relevant, right? If it works, it works, and do it. Like if you did something that was my finish in a match, I would police that myself. I wouldn't leave it up to Vince McMahon, who has no time to police such frivolous things as, hey man, don't do my finish as a spot again. You know what I mean? Don't do my finish in the middle of a match and have the guy kick out on one. And so again, I don't think that's Vince's job so much the message, because look, he also looks at it as in, and this is a shoot. He looks at it as in, this is an opportunity to spread the wings of the viewers and the wrestlers and open up their vocabularies and teach them different words. Abeyance. I never heard of the word abeyance in my life, but it was keeping the title in abeyance until the champion could return or whatever. It was just where you just put it up, and it's just up. It's not on anybody.
I'm pretty good with vocabulary, and I'd probably have to go just double check and look.
Yeah, with abeyance. But that he would teach us those kind of words and then utilize them in promos, and it would make you go, oh, I know that word now. Who got him the word of the day calendar a couple of years ago? So I don't know who that was.
Because the key is you got to use an old one from years previous so everyone's not on the same word.
Yeah, whatever they were, he had a million of them, and they were always good. Again, I think he's more involved in the message received verbally than the action in the ring. He kind of leaves that to producers and wrestlers to come up with it. He might have a suggestion that you take, or you might not take it. You know what I mean? So he's a stickler for the verbiage and not a stickler for the physicality.
Matt Sangervasi asks, Matt Sangervasier.
Yes.
Matt Sangervasier.
I love Matt Sangervasier.
Matt Sangervasier. Road Dogg.
Do we even have to ask the question? Can we just do
How
this all day?
hands-on was Vince McMahon with NXT? What was the difference between booking for NXT and the main roster? He wasn't hands-on at all.
Yeah, he was not hands-on at all on NXT. I know, everybody.
Rumors.
Yeah, the viewers always bring stuff up and kind of make stuff up, and it's not true. Like, he didn't have anything to do with. He's more hands-on, which he still is not hands-on now than he was, but
He's more eyes on than he is hands on.
There you go. That's a good one. That's a good way to put it. He's eyes on because now he's paying attention.
He
and now
cares
he's looking.
a little bit more, but
look, he gets in that elevator to go to the 4th floor and he sees some NXT and he wants to see what we got to offer down there. And so that's the way they're running right now. You know what I mean? And look, they're doing really well too, if I must say so myself.
Elevator pitch was one of my favorite promo drills, where you got 30 seconds to pitch Vince in the elevator.
To pitch Vince in the elevator, and that was it. And even after I would been with him for 5 years, flying in that plane, riding with him, and staying, all that, I would get in the elevator and he would get on, and it would be weird still. It would still be like, oh, "How are you, sir?" "Yeah, good." Yeah,
I got to fly on the plane with Hunter once, and the most awkward, horrible experience of my life, just because you're on edge. Well, no, not because he made anything bad. You're just on edge because I heard this rumor, don't fall asleep. And this was after an NXT taping, so it's about 1 a.m. You're on an overnight flight, and we're going to a company thing in the morning, and they're like, "Don't fall asleep on the plane." And you're just sitting up, and you're like, "Oh, this is really not the private plane experience I wanted."
And the truth be told, that's another rumor. Like, it might have been true in the past. It's not the truth now. Everybody's older and wiser, and if you can shut your eyes on that plane, shut your eyes on that plane.